Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Marchelle, and yeah guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, and even if you're not new here and you haven't already, I need you to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. What are you waiting for? Join the team. Click subscribe. Make sure that you go ahead and hit like underneath this video because you already know it's going to be good. It's going to be some good tea about dental hygiene, as you see by the title. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so in today's video, we're going to go ahead and discuss everything about Dental Hygiene School. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I have been a dental hygienist for almost 8 years now, y'all. 8 years. Well, I put up 10, but 8 years. Wait, that's 9. Oh, all right. Well, you know what, y'all? One thing about dental hygiene that I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know, we don't need math to get into dental hygiene, so I don't do math, okay? But anyways, guys, I received some questions just about dental hygiene schooling and the program. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that with y'all, okay? So first of all, what is the dental hygiene program? The dental hygiene program is typically a 2-year associate's program. So you get your associate's degree after 2 years, y'all. So you're taking multiple science courses, and then just courses of all about dental hygiene where they teach you pathology, they teach you patient scenarios, and then you also do clinical, so you practice on patients. I received a question that said, how long did it take me to finish dental hygiene school? The answer to that is 3 years. So y'all, I did my first year of college. I went right into college after high school. So I graduated dental hygiene school when I was like 19, just about to be 20. So no, I'm lying. When I was 20, about to be 21, I graduated. My first year of college, I basically did my prerequisite courses, which are all the courses that you need in order to qualify to get into the dental hygiene program. So I took my prerequisite courses the first full year, and I did do schooling full time the first year, and then applied to the program and got in by the grace of God. So I did 2 years of the dental hygiene program, y'all. So I did a total of 3 years. Someone also asked me like which program would be the best. So y'all, there's different programs. It depends on which state you live in. Me personally, I at the time lived in Pennsylvania. There was really only one school that I could like go to in my area, but I will let you guys know it was called Northampton Community College. So yes, guys, I went to a community college for my dental hygiene program. So that's nice. It saved me so much money, y'all. I actually got out of school with no debt, again by the grace of God, but my dad helped and was able to pay for me to go through school, so I didn't actually have any debt out of college. So such a blessing. But yeah, guys, I went to Northampton Community College, which is in Northampton County in Pennsylvania. It's a really great competitive program. That was 8 years ago, so I don't really know what it's like now, but someone did ask me that, so I wanted to answer. But my best advice is just to do your research. But honestly, from what I hear, y'all, being a dental hygienist for the past 8 years and moving, traveling, and getting to know hygienists from different areas, graduating from different states, different programs, the dental hygiene program, it seems like one thing is in common is that it's difficult. It's a challenging program. They only accept so many hygienists per year. Most of the programs run once a year. So it's not like other programs. Like sometimes with like nursing schools, I see that they get in every 3 to 6 months. They enroll new students, but for dental hygiene, it's just once a year. And for my school in particular, it was only 40 students every year, y'all. So it's a very competitive program. But yeah, that is just the one that I went to. And I can't really speak for any other schools because I didn't go there. But do your research, y'all. Do your research. Find out what's a great school to go to. But like I said, from what I hear, they're all really competitive programs. They're great programs. So I would just kind of do whatever's in your area. All right, guys, so now I kind of want to get into how to get in the program and then also how to excel in the program. Okay, so number one is how to get into a dental hygiene program. So number one, like we already talked about, research, right? Research what schools are near you that has this dental hygiene program. Now, some schools do a 4-year dental hygiene program where you'll end up with your bachelor's degree. Me personally, I have been practicing for 8 years with an associate's degree. Only took me 2 years. Do whatever is best for you, y'all. You have to, in life, this is life, you have to pray and you have to figure out what is best for you. But me personally speaking, I would say that I don't feel the need for a bachelor's degree. Like I never was like, oh, I should go back and get a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene, y'all. I feel like I've been able to grow, to make more money and to, you know, excel in my field with just my associate's degree. Now, the only time I will say that maybe you should do a 4-year degree is if you see yourself doing something more, or if you see yourself doing dental hygiene for only a slight amount of time, and if you're even pondering about maybe having something else to fall back upon, then yes, of course, you want to go do a 4-year degree. I know that there's people who go to school for their 4-year bachelor's degree in biology and then go into the 2-year program. Everyone is in different paths of life, y'all. So there's so many different routes that you can take, y'all. But that is personally what I did. I just did my 2-year program, got my associates, and I've been fine with it. I have thought about going back to school for dental, to be a dentist. I have started courses and taking courses, and that's a different video, okay? That's just a different video. Right now, I am not in school. Okay, so yes, guys, those are the programs that you have. But like I said, if you can do it in 2 years, I would personally say if you're pursuing dental hygiene, you could just do your 2-year associate program. I don't really think you're gonna need to worry about a bachelor's program unless you're trying to do something more. If you know you wanna do something further, absolutely. But if you feel like you're just gonna be in clinical, you'll be just fine with an associate's, and then you know you can make your decision to go back to school later on. Okay, so that's number one. So number one is research. Research what program is close to you. And then once you find the program that's close to you, one of the main things that I did going into dental hygiene was I made sure that I took my prerequisites at the same school that had the program. Not saying that you can't transfer your credits, but it was just an easier process for me because I knew what their prerequisites were. I knew the classes that they needed to get into the program. And I just felt like because I was already in that school, I would hopefully have a little bit more favor versus someone coming from a different community college or trying to transfer in credits. And maybe it's like, well, this is the class that, you know, we offer and it's equivalent to this one, but it's not exactly this one. I just wanted to kind of make sure that like I had everything like lined up perfectly. So that's what I did. I made sure that I'm taking my prerequisite courses at the same school that I'm getting into the program at. Also, once you start your schooling, like starting your prerequisites, even applying to the school that you want to go to, you should make an appointment to like meet the dean of the dental hygiene program. Even if you can't meet them, I don't think that I met my dean, but I had her email address and I just contacted her. I just emailed her, let her know I was interested in the program, let her know that how much I wanted it, just so that she sees my name. You know, just getting your name out there. This is just the world that we live in. We got to get our names out there to be seen, to be heard. You know, you never, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. So that's my type of vibe. Will it always work? Maybe, maybe not, but it's worth just getting your name out there. The other person that you want to meet with is the advisor of the program. At my school, we had an advisor who was in charge and in head of the dental hygiene program. And whenever someone get accepted to the program, they would go through her. She just basically let us know how the program would be, the things that we're gonna need, and blah, blah, blah before we actually got there. So if your school has a person like that, and again, you gotta ask, closed mouths don't get fed, make sure that you're in contact with that person. That person should have office hours. Go meet with that person, go put your name in there, because you never know what type of pool people have. And like I said, it's a competitive program, so we gotta do competitive things to get in, okay? Also, you could do a visit. You could go for clinical, and you can just go and visit and just see what it's like. Because once again, y'all, sometimes getting your face out there, getting your name out there makes all the difference. You never know. They'll be like, I really like that girl. They'll see your name during the application process and maybe push you ahead a little bit. You never, ever know. Now, once you get into your desired school and you start to take your prerequisites, one of the things that I did was I made sure that I got my prerequisites out of the way before the program. There is a way to do your prerequisites and the program. I believe they typically do this for, students right out of high school. Got really good grades in high school, really high GPAs. They will allow you to do your prerequisites and the program together, but I don't advise that. Not saying that you can't do it. Anything is possible. There were many people. I don't want to say many, but there was only 40 of us, and there was about 6 to 7 different people who were taking their prerequisites and doing the program at the same time. But I think it just made it more frustrating to them. So I personally, unless you're that you can get straight into the program, do it. Hey, why not? God will strengthen you for it. But personally, again, I would recommend taking your prerequisites, getting your prerequisites out of the way, and then getting into the program. Your prerequisites are going to be your science courses, your chemistries, your biologies, and then your Englishes, your English 1 and English 2. Those are the main things that my program focused on, and I believe programs in general for dental hygiene are going to focus on. So I did take 1 whole year. I was a full-time student, and I had about 4 to 5 classes each semester, and I really focused in on those courses and got the best grades that I possibly could in order to be considered for the program. So that is what I would recommend doing. I would recommend getting those courses out of the way before the program. There was 1 or 2 courses that I didn't get to finish, so I did do them during the program, but it wasn't a lot because it was just 1 semester or 2 semesters where I had 1 extra course to take. So so I would say if you can go ahead and make this a 3-year dedication plan. Dedicate those 3 years to the program. So do your first year of your prerequisites if you can do full time, and then the program is 2 full years of straight up dedication. If you cannot do a straight up dedication for your prerequisites, it's okay. Take your time. Everybody has a different walk in this life. Everybody's, doing their own, everybody has their own pace, and we can't keep up with one another, because what God has for me, He doesn't have for you. He might have something greater for you, but it might take more of a process, and that's totally fine. So if you need to break up your prerequisites and you need to take longer, just focus and get good grades. That is all. It's better to focus and take your time than to rush it if you don't have that opportunity, and get good grades, okay? And then once you get into the program though, no matter what, y'all, because it's a 2-year program, it is full dedication. It's gonna take full dedication. I won't lie to you. You're not really gonna be able to work. You're not gonna have, a major social life. Listen, when I was in dental hygiene school, all of my friends, like all of the girls, and we're still best friends to this day. I love them. But when I was in hygiene school, they just didn't get it. Like, cause everyone was out partying and having fun. And me, I'm like, I can't. I gotta go home. I gotta study. Like, I can't do it. They were like, she must be in a secret relationship. She's this, she's that. You know, they were just like, ugh. If they were my friends right now at this point in my life, I'll be like, Lord, I rebuke them. They would not be my friends, but God is good because we're still very close to this day. But at the time, y'all, they just didn't get it because, mind you, we're like 18, 19, and I'm over here like, no, I gotta go home. I gotta study. I'm taking life seriously, but I thank God for it. And it was a grace that He allowed me to get through this program. And it set me up for so much success in my life. It really has. It matured me and everything. So yeah, guys, that was really good. Anyways, I went off. I'm always going off. So when it comes to working, I believe you could push yourself, and you know, if you need to, you could work a little bit. But if I'm being honest, it's a good time to, you know, have someone to depend on, unfortunately. And I know that being an adult and having bills, and especially right now, like, life is expensive, it's not easy. But this is a time to take advantage of, you know, friends and family that God has given you. It's not always ideal. We're not always like, oh yeah, we'll move in with somebody. No, once you're used to like living on your own, of course you want to like live on your own, you want to pay your own bills, but it's so worth the temporary sacrifice for, you know, years of being able to have a career and to make really good money. That's just life. We have to sacrifice sometimes. So if you can, if you have people in your life to fall back on, to live with for just 2 years, somebody to split the bills with for 2 years, you know, you could maybe work a little bit just to have money for, you know, food and necessities. But working full time and trying to do this program, my God that we serve is so good and so faithful. I'm not telling nobody you can't do it. Listen, because God, He will get you through it. Ideally, you just want to give that full 2-year dedication to this program and then rejoice for the next 2-3 decades in getting your money, honey. So when I did my prerequisites, I really shot for all A's. Like, I'm like, I want all A's. I want to get a 3.5 at least for my GPA. Did it happen? Did I get all A's? No. But that's the mindset you have to have. You have to shoot for all A's. Shoot for it and see where you land, okay? But shoot to be the greatest and see where you land. So it takes hard work and dedication. Nothing comes easy. Nothing is supposed to be easy. There is nowhere where it is written that life is supposed to be easy and that your rewards should just come to you. We don't deserve anything. Everything comes with faith and hard works. So get to it, okay? But so next, let's go ahead and talk about how to excel in the program, okay? So like I said just now, shoot for the greatest. Like, try to be the greatest every single day. Number 1 is prayer, y'all. I am serious about it, and I can't fake it. I can't, you know, stroke up people's egos and, you know, walk on eggshells around people who don't believe. I can't do it. If you don't like what I'm telling you about prayer and about God, about Jesus, then you don't have to be a part of this channel. But here on this channel, baby, we gonna talk about the Lord. We gonna serve the Lord, and we gonna talk about prayer because it helps and it works, and it is what it is. So that's my number 1. How to excel in a program like this and in life is prayer. You know, like, don't try to do it all yourself. You have willing help. Like, God is here to help us, but we have to seek Him for it. So prayer, number 1. Okay. But secondly, I will say, you know, like we talked about, is taking your prerequisites first, shooting for the best grades in your prerequisites so that you can get into the program, okay? Now, secondly, like we already talked about, shoot for the greatest, push yourself every day, pray every night, have conversations with God, help him, ask him to strengthen you to do this, and then shoot to be the greatest and see where you land. Shoot to have the best grades and see where you land. Every day you should work on something that has to do with schooling, whether it's a project, whether it's studying, work on it daily so that when, your weekly test comes up, you've already been prepared for it, y'all. Don't do like me, because if I'm being honest, y'all, if you want me to be honest, I'm not about to sit here and play fluff with y'all and lie to y'all. I was young during my program. I was very young. And I was dedicated, but I also was trying to hang out too, okay? So sometimes I would study like the day before. I would take the whole Sunday, like we had tests every Monday. I would take the whole Sunday and I would just study. I would just sit there with my manual and I would just study the whole day. And God was faithful and he let me get really good grades on my test and it helped me out so much. But that's not really how you should do it, because that day was stressful. Like sometimes my brain wouldn't be working. Sometimes I'll be exhausted. I'm like, I just couldn't do it. And that was my first time even studying the material. So I do not recommend that. Of course, the day before the test is when you would probably be studying the most. But still, y'all, doing this daily, breaking it down and like doing little by little daily is how you will more than likely succeed better, y'all. And it'll be a lot less stressful, a lot less stress on you, because when I tell you I was stressed, baby, it's not a drill. It's not a joke. I was stressed. You can ask my parents. They were like, what is wrong with that girl? And I was like, I don't understand. Like, so yeah, y'all. But one thing that I will also let y'all know is that the courses itself, like the material, is not difficult material. It's not math. Like math is so hard. Like who came up with that? But listen, I don't know who came up with math. I don't know where that came from, but that stuff is evil, okay? The dental hygiene program is memorization. It's all in your head. It's all memorization. So it's really not tough. You just have to, like I said, do it daily and like memorize it. So that's the good thing, is that it's all memorization. But with it being memorization, I would also encourage you guys to cut back, if you are, because I know a lot of people are young going into the program. Cut back on the partying, the drinking, the smoking, and all of that, okay? Because that stuff will stop you from being able to remember these things. Trying to study for your test hungover, you can't remember anything with that. So that is something that, you need to cut back on, because you need your brain to be functioning at maximum effort daily, okay? You need your brain cells. So some of that stuff you just gotta cut back on, okay? Amen, amen. Now, that was another thing that we wanted to talk about, right? But I think we already said, and I think we already went into this, but no procrastination, right? That goes with working on it daily, studying daily, working on, if they give you a project, working on that daily. Like, don't procrastinate like me. Another thing that I would recommend to excel in the program is if you're getting ready to go into it, just saving up as much as you can. Maybe working really hard this summer before getting into the program, saving up as much money as possible so that when you get into the program, you're not stressing about money. You're not having to work and pick up extra shifts here and there, because sometimes you'll end up sacrificing a test or work, and you don't want to do that, okay? So if you can, save up before you get into the program so that you are fully focused. Another thing is just, to take really, really great notes, pay attention in class. For my program, they gave us actual manuals, and everything from the test was right in the manual. So I didn't really need to take the really good notes, because it had it all there in the manual. But obviously you want to take good notes when they break it down more so that you really understand it and you can apply it to clinical. But when it comes to those tests, baby, I'm going to read that manual word for word. I'm going to memorize it, and I'm going to take my test with it, okay? But obviously you want to understand it too. And then Quizlet, y'all. Quizlet saved my life. If you're not on Quizlet, which I'm sure everybody is, and they probably got some other new stuff. Mind you, y'all, I'm getting old. My neck, oh, when I tell y'all my neck hurts. Oh, I'm really getting old, okay? So my program was 8 years ago, and Quizlet was it for me. I don't know if they got some new stuff out. I already know they do. I know they do. Got some new stuff out there, but y'all out there cheating. But Quizlet changed my life. Okay, I will be on Quizlet like no other, quizzing yourself, testing yourself, all these types of things, y'all. Like, so important. Like, just something easy and accessible to study with, like right on your phone, just like flashcards, all of that. Literally love Quizlet. It helped me out so much. The last thing that I would say to excel into the program is like having a little buddy, like having somebody that's in your program, having a little, you know, you don't want to rely on anyone too much. You know, you don't want to get into any trouble, cheating and all that. But, you know, having yourself someone close, at least one person close in your program so that you can like talk with, bounce ideas off of, and help to keep each other accountable. Because it's a lot of, the problem is that the program courses are not difficult, but the amount of work and the load that they put on you at one time is difficult, y'all. Like, you got to go and find your own patients sometimes in these programs. So it's a lot. So sometimes you can forget things. So having a buddy in your program to help to keep you accountable so that you can text, hey, you know, I didn't take this note all the way properly. What did you have for this note? Or if you're doing a homework or a project, hey, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. You know, you need at least one person that you're close with in your class to like help you out. Okay. Another reason why I was saying to save up money is because when you go to clinicals, some of these programs, my program in particular, I had to find my own patients to work on. And I had guidelines and deadlines, and you have specific things that you need your patients to have. And it's absolutely berserk because it's like, I can't see in these people's mouths. Like, how do I know? So you literally have to bring them into your clinic, and you have to try it out and see, you know, can you find what the patient has? Like, for just example, like you need to have a patient with hypertension, and they need to have they have to need a deep cleaning. And it's just like, okay, let me go ask around who has hypertension, you know? So it's just little things like that, y'all. It's just like, you got to go and find your own patients. So it can be stressful. But sometimes, well, actually a lot of the times, thanks Dad, my dad was paying my patients to come in. Yeah, we had to pay patients to come in because I'm desperate. I'm like, listen. So yeah, y'all, my dad helped me so much through my program. And that's what you need. You need a good support system too, doing things like this. But all of it is God's grace at the end of the day. Like, if you pray, if you talk with God, he will make a way for you, period. Okay, so that is all for this video, y'all. Yeah, guys, make sure that you comment below, comment under this video. Let me know how you guys felt about this video. I don't think I missed anything because number one, like we talked about, is prayer, y'all. I can't stress it more. Get on your knees and pray. When I tell y'all, I think I said this in a different video. When I tell you guys, I was on my knees praying and God was answering, and he was so faithful. When I say so faithful, like I remember being like, even now, like I yearn to be that close with God again, but I'm lazy. And I don't pray and I don't get on my knees as much as I should. But y'all, when I was in that program, it had me on my knees daily, every night, at school, even in the middle of the day at school, just get on my knees. Like, Lord, I can't do this without you. I need you. I need you. I need you. And he's faithful and he will answer. He really will. So that is my encouragement to y'all. That is how to get into the program and how to excel in the dental hygiene program, y'all. So I love you guys so much. And whoever is watching, if you're trying to get into your program, or if you're in your program already and you're feeling a little bit stressed, just just keep working, keep faithful, and keep working hard because you got it. Okay, stay dedicated and be willing to sacrifice. So prayer, sacrifice, dedication, faith, and just being willing to work hard. That is my best advice tips to you from a dental hygienist. And yes, guys, I love you all so much. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.